everybody, Michelle with Creative Operation, and today I'm here to share with you another idea that I had using the We Are Memory Keepers explosion board. This thing is so much fun to use, and I keep coming up with different ideas and different ways that you can use it. And I've got one idea that's in the works, but it's going to take a while to kind of get it going. But after I did it, I was thinking, well, I have something else that I can do using a rectangle size box. So I wanted to try and figure out how to create a rectangle size gift box that would be a little bit bigger. You know, I've done some other tutorials where I've made some different size boxes using this board. So you're not really limited to what the board tells you can make. You can make all kinds of different things. Well, I wanted to see how I could make this work. So I did. And used the explosion board, and it turned out really cute. So let me show you what I did. I used some papers that I had in my stash, and I wanted to make kind of a, a birthday box. This would be a nice size box to give as a birthday present. It's 4 by 8 by 4 inch deep. It can hold quite a nice little present. But then when you open it up, boom, it can explode too. So I thought this was kind of fun. And I thought, well, this could be kind of a combination gift box, gift card even, because you could do sentiments on it and have it as a gift card, and then you have your present right here in the middle. And, if you didn't want to do the hearts, you could always not do the hearts in the corners and then just do the sides like a box and then make this, a regular box. So anyways, and then I got to thinking about what I could do to make this an album. So I went ahead and created this in every single size. So I figured out how to make the boxes and how to make the album explode with all of the different sizes. Now this one I didn't do the hearts because this was just a model. I just did the method where I just cut the corners off and kind of created the octagon shape. But I went ahead and played with the sizes and figured out how to do this. So then I thought, well, that would be kind of a fun explosion album in and of itself. And you can do all the different kinds of things you can do with explosion albums for these boxes. So I just wanted to show you how I did that. So I created all of these boxes. Let me go ahead and stack these up and get them out of the way. And then I'll show you how to create the box. They're all made exactly the same. And in the direction or the description down below, what I'm going to do is have the dimensions so that you can create your own. So it's really super simple, and you just need a couple pieces of paper to do this. So first off, to create this box, what I did was, because I envisioned it as, a gift box, you want the lid to be a little bit tighter. So I did play with the lid dimensions to make the lid fit more snug than it does if you make them using, the dimensions that come with the board. But I'm going to give you both dimensions for the lid. So that all being said, if you're going to make just a straight gift box with no added elements, with no added extra pages, all that stuff, because those tend to kind of make the box want to be a little bit bigger. So you need kind of a bigger lid to contain it. If you want to just do a simple, like a 1-layer box, I did do tight dimensions for the lids. And then I also have the dimensions for if you're doing it as an explosion type box or an album or something like that, where you're going to have multiple layers in there that are going to, kind of need to be contained. So this particular one, I went ahead and did it for the tight box, which is what I did with the examples that I just showed you. But you're going to need a couple pieces of paper. So the first piece of paper you're going to need is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and we're going to make the extra large box. Now again, all of this information will be down below. And then you're going to take your scoring tool, and you're going to put this in your scoreboard, and you're only going to score it on 3 sides. Okay, so you're going to score it on the extra large for this particular box on only 3 sides. Okay, because what you're going to want to do, and I already pre-scored it, so I'm kind of going kind of weird here, but what you're doing, if you can see this, is you're creating the 4x8 rectangle here for the bottom of the box. These are the 4x8 rectangles for the sides of the box, and then you have your corners and the small side of your box. And then once you get your 3 scores in, creating that, okay, so only 3 sides, then go back in where the squares are created with the scores and do your diagonal score lines. Now, if you're going to do the hearts, you totally can do that. Just grab your template, and then at this point, what you're going to want to do is put your heart down, trace it out, and then cut those corners out. So you would only do that on the 2 corners here, because there are 2 corners here. There's no, 4 squares down here, because these are all the rectangle pieces. I hope this makes sense. So anyways, once you do that, then grab the second piece of paper right here. Now this one measures, for an extra large box, 4.5 by 12. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it in your scoreboard, and you're going to score it on the extra large line. What this is going to do is give you that 4-inch piece that matches the extra large box for the sides and the heart pieces of the box, and then it's going to give you a 1/2-inch tab. Then once you do that, turn it and do again extra large and extra large. So you end up with the 3 squares and then 3 1/2-inch tabs, and then put it back in your board, and then do the diagonals for the corners. Okay, do both sides. And again, if this is going to be a heart-shaped corner, then go ahead and trace your heart. Use the extra large template, trace it, cut it out. I'm going to just simply cut it across at the diagonal. And then we need to make your lid. So your lid measurement for this is 6 3/8 by 10 3/8. And this is for a snug, tight-fitting box. For the lid that you want to have a little bit more give because of using multiple layers inside the box, making like the explosion album, this would be 6.5 by 10.5. So basically what you're doing is you're just taking 1/8 of an inch off. But then you're going to put it in here, and just like we've always done, for a lid, you go ahead and just score it on all 4 sides, for the lid, okay? So then you're going to grab your scissors. I'm going to get our board out of the way for just a second and make our lid. And you're just going to do, now I like to do the pinwheel cuts, and then just create the tabs. That way there's less bulk in the corners than if you do the whole fold thing, that you can do, and there's no problem with that, but it does give a little bit more bulk. So I'm going to do the little pinwheel cut. I didn't quite get that straight. And then just glue those down. So when I talk about pinwheel cut, I'm just, you saw that I'm going around the circle, so they're all pointed in the different directions. And for a smaller box, or a smaller lid, I should say, that's really cool, because then it helps give the sides a little extra, strength. For a longer lid like this one, it's not going to do that much good. But if you get in the habit of doing the pinwheel thing, then you don't have to think about it. So it kind of makes sense. And especially like, can't get that folded. Especially since, normally if you're making an explosion box, you're doing the squares. So we have our lid. Going to grab our glue here real quick, and then we're going to just put glue on the tabs, if my glue will work, every single time I do a tutorial. It just worked a little bit ago. Okay, so do that. Glue your sides. And you can even grab a clip and then just let it dry while we finish the rest of the part. So our lid will be done. Now, the other thing too is I'm doing this as a model. So if you were making this in real life, what you would want to do is cover the outside of this lid completely with pattern paper, and then cover the inside of the lid with pattern paper, but not the sides of the inside, just this part here. And then when you then create your sides and then put the sides on the inside with your pattern paper. I hope that makes sense. Right now I'm just doing kind of a you know, a model, so I'm not going to fuss with that today. I just want to show you how to make this box because I think it's really cool. All right, so we're going to let that sit, and then we're going to grab this piece here, and I'm not going to fold and burnish anything yet. What we're going to do is the 1/2-inch tabs, we're going to miter all of them. So we're going to create 3 tabs to attach to that 12 by 12 piece that we already scored. Okay, so get that out of the way. The only thing we're going to fold right now, excuse me, is the 1/2-inch tabs. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish those. And then what we're going to do is grab our, I'm going to drop everything too. We're going to grab our 12 by 12 piece of paper. So we're going to go to the inside, and this piece is going to glue to the edge to create the other squares that we need for either, you know, the hearts or the side of the box. Okay, so just grab your glue, put the glue on the tabs, all 3 of them, and we did make notches so that it doesn't interfere with the scores. So that's why I did that. And then I'm going to turn this so I can see it. And then what I'm going to do is, you have score lines on the paper and you have score lines here. I'm going to just match the edges up, and I'm going to get those scores. I'm going to use all that to help me match it up. So just in case, like, I didn't cut it quite right or whatever, I'm going to try and get this as straight as absolutely possible. And then, excuse me, glue that down. Okay, so now we have our big piece of paper, and it kind of looks like we want it to look, but we have the rectangle section here and the squares on the sides to do this. So then we can just finish all the burnishing and the folding. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do the long side, or the sides first. Fold all those up. Like so. And then what you're going to do is do the corners. So what I usually do is I'll fold it, and then I'll fold the corners back, and then go ahead and burnish those down. When I fold them up, I want to try to match the outside corners here, because sometimes if your paper's a little bit off, so you can nudge them a little bit, just make sure they're nice and straight, and then finger press it, and then go ahead and use your bone folder to finish the score. Okay, we'll do the other side. So fold it in and then fold it at that crease. Gosh, I don't know why my throat's so froggy all of a sudden. Okay, like that. Then do it again, all 4 corners, like so. Okay, so then what I did with mine is I cut them at the diagonal. So instead of doing a heart here, I'm just going to cut it off as and make an octagon shape. So I'm just going to grab my ruler and my knife here and do that super quick. The right side. So I'm just going to put my knife there at the point and there at the point and just cut that off. Good gravy. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Okay. And then at this point, since it's, you know, we're done with it, then you would go ahead and put your pattern paper on this. All right. Front, or, you know, inside, outside, put your pattern paper all over it. All right. Get those out of the way. And then it's just a matter of folding the box in. Okay. And this paper is model paper, so it's a little bit flimsier than what I would normally use. I actually, if I was making this, I would be using artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations, and probably I would be using the 100-pound that they have out now, and it's amazing for making boxes. It makes them really nice and sturdy. Okay, so there's our box, and then here is our lid that will fit, oops, if I can get it in there, nice and snug on our box. So there you go. That's how you do it. So in the description are all of the measurements for this. and all the measurements for all the sizes, including both sizes of box lids, so that if you want to go ahead and you know, make it as an album like this with all the leaves and put on, you know, different things and tags and whatnot, whatever you want to do, you have plenty of lid space to do that. If you just want to make these as individual gift boxes, I mean, how cute is this? The smallest one, the extra small box, is 2 by 4, and it will fit a really nice, cute little thing, and that would be fun to decorate it and have it, you know, pattern paper on the inside and the outside. It would be super cute, kind of a gift card box all in one. So anyway, that's my tutorial for today. This is my rectangular explosion gift box or album, and there you have it. Have fun making it, and I will see you again. Now, you know, I didn't make an album out of this. I might just decorate this for fun. If I do, then I will show you. But I mean, look how super cute this is. Look how super cute this is. This would be a great gift box slash card slash album, whatever you wanted to make it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I have more tutorials coming soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.